I negotiated a salary increase and still felt like nothing changed. And if I could do it all again, these are the things I would do differently. So part of my goals for this year was to increase my earning power and increase my income significantly. And I have been preparing for that, acquiring all the skills that I need, networking as much as possible. And I got the opportunity to do that. But here is where it all got twisted. When I got my new offer, I looked at the gross salary and thought, here is a significant jump, something like that, right? But when my first paycheck came in, oh my God, the net pay was quite shocking. The actual money in my account wasn't what I expected at all. And it's because I made the mistake that almost every immigrant professionals make, and that is negotiating on the gross number without ever calculating what I would be taking home, my net pay. I focus so much on my gross pay, and that's like, oh my God, this is a huge paycheck. But at the end of the day, the net pay, not so huge, right? So in most European countries, including the Czech Republic where I'm currently based, your tax and social contributions are not fixed. They actually scale with your income. So the higher your gross, the higher the percentage you lose before it actually gets to you. Well, what that means is a 40% increase on your gross salary does not actually give you a 40% increase on your net income. The gap between what the employers pay and what you receive gets wider as you earn more. And if you walked into that negotiation only focused on the gross figure, like most of us do, you may have left real money on the table without even knowing it. So before your next negotiation, here is exactly what to do to avoid making the same mistake that I had made. First, find a net salary calculator for the country that you're based in. In fact, you can search it right now. Enter the gross figure and actually see what lands into your account. This is really important, and this is a step that I didn't take while negotiating. Secondly, decide your net target. Like, we look at these monies and like, oh my God, this is a huge jump from where I was coming. Of course, any increase is increase at all. But if you're like me, who actually make financial goals, they're like some same amount of or percentage increase that I expect to make at certain times, right? So I would have like a net target. That is what is going to determine if I am earning higher or not. Calculate what gross salary you need to ask for in order to achieve your net. Of course, you don't go into negotiations trying to make them calculate your net for you, but you can do the back work. You calculate your net and understand how much gross you need to ask for. Then ask for that number and not a penny less. I'm sharing this because I wish I did all of this before I signed, and I wouldn't want you to make the same mistakes that I made. So that's why I'm sharing this. If you're currently job hunting, switching roles, you can save this video. It could be worth thousands. And if this resonated with you, follow for more real talk on building careers in Europe. See ya. Ciao.